So last class we were discussing, I gave you a question of Chargaff's rule. So I am beginning with a very simple question. A segment of DNA has 120 adenine and 120 cytosine bases. The total number of nucleotides present in the segment is. So last class we dealt with the first introduction part of molecular basis of inheritance. Okay, there I discussed the Chargaff's rule. Under this rule, these are the numericals. So a segment of DNA has 120 adenine and 120 cytosine. So we have to find the total number of nucleotides. According to Chargaff's rule, we know that A equal to number of adenine equal to thymidine and C equal to guanine. So the total number will be 120 plus 120 plus 120 plus 120, that is 480. So the total number of nucleotides present in the segment is 480. Any doubt? Okay, this is a very simple question. Okay, so next question is, in humans there is 30% adenine what is the percentage of other nitrogenous bases? So adenine is 30%. So A will be equal to T according to Chargaff's rule. So T will be 30%. Out of 100%, already we have found 60%. So what will be the leftover percentage? 40%. Okay. So the leftover nitrogenous base 40% will be divided among G and C. And we know that amount of G is equal to amount of C. So G will be 20% and C will be also 20%. Clear? So adenine 30%, thymine 30%, cytosine 20%, guanine 20%. Clear? These are the questions based on Chargaff's rule. Any doubt? So we are discussing the chapter molecular basis of inheritance, under which we have already discussed the introduction part, and most important, till now we have discussed the Chargaff's rule, and the previous two numericals were from the Chargaff's rule. Okay, so So we were discussing about the DNA and a double helix model of DNA. Okay, so there are the following features. Following salient features of DNA. The first feature is backbone of DNA strand. So, the backbone of a DNA strand is made up of phosphate group plus sugar. So, the backbone of a DNA strand is made up of phosphate and the sugar. So, this is the backbone which will consist of nucleotides. Okay, these are the nucleotides and this is the backbone. So, this particular backbone will have a sugar moiety and a phosphate group. Clear? The backbone of a DNA strand will be phosphate and a phosphate group and a sugar moiety, in which the nucleotides will be present, making an angle of 90 degree. Next point is polarity. Okay, this is a single strand of DNA. This is the phosphate group, this is the sugar moiety, and this is the base. Okay, this is the nucleotide base. So, at the one end of the strand, there will be a 5' free phosphate moiety. And at the 3' end, you will find a free OH group. So, the polarity of the strand is from 5' to 3'. This is a single strand, okay? So, at a particular strand dot ki pam, ami eta end dot, at a 5' end dot free phosphate moiety eta pam, aru next end dot ami ki pam, at a 3' end dot ami OH group eta pam. So, the polarity of the strand is from 5' to 3'. Similarly, opposite pine, we know that there are two strands, okay? So, opposite pine ki hobo? Opposite pine polarity to opposite hobo, that is from 3' to 5'. Clear? So, yate hobo OH group, free OH group eta yate thakibo, aru 5' end dot thakibo eta free phosphate group. Clear? So this is known as polarity, that DNA shows the feature of backbone of double strand, backbone that is made up of phosphate group and sugar moiety, and polarity, that is it consists of a free phosphate moiety at the 5' end and a free OH group at the 3' end in the strand. Okay. The third peculiarity is that anti-parallel strands. So third peculiarity whole anti-parallel strands. So duta stranded ki hoy, so yate polarity to ki hoy 5' to 3' aru hepine ki hoy 3' to 5'. So both the strands are anti-parallel. Okay. Both runs parallel to each other, but their orientation is opposite. That is, one is from 5' to 3' and another is from 3' to 5'. So this is known as anti-parallel strands. Next is complementary base pairing. So these are the two strands of DNA and the nitrogenous bases are present inside. So always a adenine will bind with a, always a purine will bind with a pyrimidine. Clear? So yate eta nitrogenous base thakibo. Etu adenine, so purine hole etu pyrimidine hobo. That is, A binds to T, G binds to C. Etu jodi adenine hoy, etu hobo thymidine, etu jodi guanine hoy, etu hobo cytosine. So there is always the two strands of DNA, they show complementary base pairing. The nitrogenous bases always bind in a manner that always a purine binds with a pyrimidine. Okay. June last class attend Koranai, please go through the previous lecture first, then you go through this lecture. So adenine will bind to thymidine and cytosine will bind to guanine. Okay. So the next point is complementary base pairing. That is, all the two strands of DNA, there will be always binding between a purine and a pyrimidine. In one strand, if purine is present, then it will bind to the pyrimidine present in the another strand. Okay. So adenine will bind with thymidine and guanine will bind with cytosine. Okay. Next point is hydrogen bond. So as I already mentioned about complementary base pairing, so adenine e thymidine logot bind keneke koribo, with the help of, there should be some bond between them, and this bond is hydrogen bond. Adenine bind with thymidine with the help of 2 hydrogen bonds, whereas guanine bind with cytosine with the help of 3 hydrogen bonds. Okay. So adenine bind with thymidine with the help of 2 bonds, 2 hydrogen bonds, whereas guanine bind to cytosine with the help of 3 hydrogen bonds. So this is another feature of double helix model of DNA. Next point is glycosidic bond and phosphodiester bond. So this is a sugar moiety which is connected to the base, and that is a phosphate group. Okay, so this is a nucleotide. Okay, so this is a nucleotide. We know that in a DNA strand there are many nucleotides. This is the first nucleotide. Clear? Then there will be a second nucleotide. This is the OH group. Okay. Then there will be a second nucleotide. So this is the other nucleotide. This is the phosphate group for the first nucleotide. This is the phosphate group for the second nucleotide. Okay, this is the second nucleotide. So what will happen? A bond will be created between, focus on this part, a bond will be created between these two hydroxyl group by removal of a water molecule. Clear? So as a result, there are two ester bond created. One will be created here and another ester bond will be created here. So there will be two nucleotides, two nearby nucleotides. Both the nucleotides will join by, a bond will be created by removal of water molecule. So here water molecule is removed. After removal of the water molecule, two ester bond will be formed which will link the two nucleotides, and as a result we call that bond as phosphodiester bond because two ester bonds are formed. Phosphodiester bond simply links two adjacent nucleotides. So I am showing in details the phosphodiester bond. So this will be the another sugar which will be connected to the base. This is the ester bond, first ester bond, and this is the second ester bond. After removal of water molecule, two ester bonds will be formed between the two adjacent nucleotides. As a result, a phosphodiester bond is created. Is it clear? So these are the bonds: phosphodiester bond, glycosidic bond, and hydrogen bonds are found in the DNA double helix. So now we will discuss about the DNA duplex. Although the structure is not like this, but still to understand we have to know. So the distance between a complete turn is 3.4 nanometer or 34 angstrom. So in a DNA duplex, distance of one complete turn is 3.4 nanometer or 34 angstrom. Okay, there are 10 base pairs present in one turn. So total number of base pairs present in one turn is 10. So what will be the distance between two adjacent base pair? So what will be the distance between two adjacent base pair? Total there are 10 base pairs. Okay, so total there are 10 base pairs in one complete turn, and one complete turn is 3.4 nanometer or 34 angstrom. So what is the distance between two adjacent base pairs? So the distance between two adjacent base pair will be 3.4 nanometer divided by how many base pairs are there? 10 base pairs. So the answer will be 0.34 nanometers. So the distance between two adjacent base pair will be 0.34 nanometer. Is it clear? And the diameter of the double helix is 2 nanometer or 20 angstrom. So this is all you need to know about DNA's features. Okay, sound kuntu part of sound hane? Hello, gote video to sound hane niki? First or pra hane? So next we will begin with packaging of DNA. So DNA total length kiman hoy? How we will find out? যেতিয়া আমি ক্যালকুলেট কৰো তেতিয়া আমি অ্যাপ্রক্স পাও যে ডিএনএ লেন্থ হয় length of DNA হয় 2.2 meter 2.2 meter মানে কিমান ডাঙৰ হ'ব কিমান লম্বা হ'ব পসিবল হয় লম্বাই থাকিব কাৰণে পসিবল নহয় কাৰণ কি হয় এটা পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ সেলৰ ভিতৰত কি থাকে নিউক্লিয়াছ থাকে নিউক্লিয়াছৰ ভিতৰত কি থাকে ক্ৰোমোজোমস থাকে ক্ৰোমোজোমসৰ ভিতৰত থাকে ডিএনএ এন্ড পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ সেল বিলাকে কিমান সৰু থাকে তো হেই ডিএনএ ডাল 2.2 নেনোমিটাৰ লম্বাকে থাকিব এলংগেটেড ফৰ্মত থাকা পসিবল হয় নে নহয় সো ডিএনএ তো কি হয় হাইলি প্যাকড হৈ থাকে পুরা টাইটলি প্যাকড হৈ থাকে ঠিক আছে because it's not possible যে ইমান লম্বা ডিএনএ এডাল আমাৰ সেলৰ ভিতৰত সোমাই থাকিব okay because cell itself is very minute আৰু আমাৰ বডিত এটা সেল আছে হেনেকুৱা নহয় আমাৰ বডিত বহুত সেলস আছে ঠিক আছে so every cell DNA not possible so DNA to highly packed হৈ থাকে so কেনেকে ফাইন্ড কৰিলো আমি length of DNA so অলপ আগতে মই DNA ডুপ্লেক্সত যেতে শিকাইছিলো তো total number of base pair in human is 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 base pair okay so total number of base pair in human is 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 আৰু আমি জানো যে দুটা বেস পেয়াৰৰ মাজত কিমান ডিসটেন্স থাকে অলপ আগতে পঢ়িছো 0.34 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter per base pair তো ওলাই যাব total base pair কিমান থাকে suppose this is the DNA okay so total base pair কিমান থাকিব into distance between two adjacent base pair so total base pair into distance between two adjacent base pair korile ki ulai jabo total length of the DNA and we are talking here about the human DNA this is the formula to find out the total length of DNA that is total base pair kiman ase into the distance between two adjacent base pair so by finding out ami janu je human total number of base pairs kiman ta ase 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 and the distance between two adjacent base pair is 0.34 into 10 to the power minus 9 so if we calculate this we will find that the total length of the DNA is 2.2 meter clear keneke ulaba lage total length of DNA total base pair kiman ase into distance between two adjacent base pair clear so jehetu 2.2 meter is very elongated so DNA to ki hoi thakibo pare lomba hoi thakibo nuare it will be in the form of packed hoi thakibo okay so ami porhi mitia DNA to keneke packed hoi thake amar bitorat okay so this is all we will discuss now that is packaging of DNA in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes prokaryotes packaging of DNA. In case of prokaryotes, the genetic material is, so in case of prokaryotes, ami jano, they don't have a well-defined nucleus. First point. So they don't have a well-defined nucleus. So genetic material, because they don't have a well-defined nuclear membrane. Hey karone jitia membrane to na thake tetia hole ki hoy? So genetic material bila ki hoy thake? Are scattered or fragmented and organized into nucleoid. It is ekdom very first class ote porisa তোমালোকে নিউক্লিয়ইড কাক কয় ওকে সো ম্যাট্ৰিক্স বিলাক নিউক্লিয়ইডত অৰ্গেনাইজড হৈ থাকে দিস নিউক্লিয়ইড is arranged into large loops So nucleus bila ki hoy loops ot arrange hoy thake ami janu je DNA is circular in prokaryotes it is not linear so tate ki hoy thakibo circular loops ot arrange hoy thakibo aru DNA to kihor logot bind hoy thakibo proteins or logot bind hoy thakibo so DNA bila proteins or logot bind hoy pine eta circular pattern ot thake because we know that in prokaryotes the DNA is circular it is not linear so DNA is negative in charge so it will bind to the proteins which is positive in charge as a result eta framework produce hoy jitwe ki koribo bind kori rakhibo thik ase so prokaryotes ot eko iman tough nohoy eukaryotes ot steps bilak ase jitu stepwise ase packaging or prokaryotes ot they don't have a well defined nucleus so genetic material bila ki hoy thake they are organized into circular loops okay and the region is known as nucleoid region and hey loops ot ki humai thake DNA plus protein DNA bilak negative hoy charge ot aru proteins bilak hoy positive so as a result hiote ki kori thake interact kori pine bind hoy thake so etue hoy prokaryotes ot DNA hoy tough no hoy kintu eukaryotes ot you have to go in details that is stepwise ki hoy আচ্ছা কাৰোবাৰ প্ৰবলেম আছে নেকি প্ৰোটিনছ বিলাক পজিটিভ কেনেকে মনত ৰাখিবা সো সিম্পলি P for proteins positive DNA কি থাকে N এটা থাকে N for negative so DNA is negative in nature and proteins are positive in nature just simply মনত ৰাখিবা P for proteins P for positive Okay, next is the packaging in eukaryotes. Packaging in eukaryotes to stepwise hoy aru complex hoy. First kotha in eukaryotes there are some specific proteins present which are known as histone proteins. Eukaryotes ot kisuman specific proteins thake jak ami kau histone proteins. Histone proteins bilak nature ot basic hoy. Okay? They are basic in nature. They have low molecular weight and they are positive they are rich in arginine and lysine arginine aru lysine are the type of basic amino acids. So arginine and lysine thaka karne they are basic in nature because arginine and lysine are basic amino acids. Basic amino acids mane amino acids ot ki hoy amine group thake aru carboxyl group thake. Okay, jetia they have a charge of NH3 plus, then they are known as basic amino acids. Okay, so just ekhinit yate just mona rakhiba je histone proteins are basic in nature due to presence of arginine and lysine because they are basic amino acids. So amino acids can be both acidic and basic, and yate arginine and lysine are basic amino acids. So this histone proteins bila ki hoy thake octamer ot thake. They are present as histone octamer. Clear? So histone octamer format thake. So 4 types of histone proteins are present. Clear? 4 types of histone proteins are present. First to whole H2A, second to whole H2B, third to whole H3 और fourth to whole H4. ठीक है से? तो 4 types of histone proteins are present inside the histone octamer. লগতে এটা linker molecule থাকে. Linker molecule তোৰ নাম হ'ল H1. যোনে link কৰে. Diagram to akile clear hoy jabo. So there are 4 types of histone protein inside the histone octamer. So ma koisu histone to ki hoy leke octamer format thake. Octamer mane hol 8. Octamer mane 8. So protect to H2A দুটা থাকিব, H2B দুটা থাকিব, H3 দুটা থাকিব, H4 দুটা থাকিব. Clear? So কি হ'ব? এইটো suppose unit হয় H2A, H2A, H3, H4, H3 ভিতৰত H4 আছে. यारो ভিতৰত H4 আছে আৰু ইফালে থাকিব H2B, H2B. Clear? So this is the histone octamer. Histone octamer is positive in charge. ঠিক আছে? So কি কৰিব? DNA বিলাক histone octamerত কি হৈ থাকিব? wrap হৈ থাকিব. Clear? কাৰণ DNA to কি হয়? This is DNA. DNA is negative in charge. So jetia eta positive charge thakibo, positive to DNA to ki hoy thakibo? wrap hoy thakibo. Aru 2 nearby octamers are joined by linker. To moi alopagate koisu H1 to hoy linker. Ki koribo? Linker or kam hol connects the DNA near the bead. So a diagram to NCERT book dia ase, so it is very important. NCERT thaka sob bilak diagram e important hoy. So H1 acts as a linker molecule. H1 is not present inside the histone octamer. H1 acts as a linker june nearby DNA molecules bilakok connect kore. DNA molecules to next bead or logot connect kore. Bead ita buji paba bead to jete porhai asu. So a structure tok ami ko nucleosome. Whenever the negatively charged DNA is wrapped around positively charged histone octamer to form nucleosome. So what is nucleosome? Simply jetia negatively charged DNA wraps around the positively charged histone octamer hetuk ami ki boli kau nucleosome boli kau. Okay, clear? So jetia da histone jetia DNA histone molecules of histone octamer to wrap koribo hetuk ami kom nucleosome. Next ki hobo jetia ami nucleosome structure to under the electron microscope sam, then ami ki pam, we will see beads in string structure. Beads in string structure mane horo horo bead stringot lagi thakar nisina dekha pam. Okay, nucleosome structure to when we see under electron microscope, we see beads on string structure. Ebur octamer with the DNA. ठीक है सर? तो जिते आमी nucleosome structure to some तेते आमी देखो beads on string structure. ए बिलाक होबो linker बिलाक. एबुर होबो linker माजत थकाबुर. ठीक है सर? So clear? First की whole histone proteins থাকে. Histone proteins बिलाक basic in nature, low molecular weight, positive. Okay? Rich in arginine and lysine. Histone octamer চাৰিটা protein সোমাই থাকে H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 সব dimer format দুটা format থাকে দুটা entity থাকে ঠিক আছে তো হিহতে কি কৰে the histone protein is present in octamer কি কৰে DNA it is positive in nature so DNA will wrap around the histone octamer okay the structure is known as nucleosome to jete ami electron microscope ot sam tete ami ki dekhim beads on string structure clear till this point clear next hole So इतियालेके आमी पालो nucleosome to beads on string structure then is a nucleosome to condense hobo etu condense hobo condense hoy pine etui banabo chromatin to hol thread like structure because amar main aim ki hoy DNA to ki kora pack kora compress kora compact kori pine pack kora because ami 2.2 meter long DNA ami amar body elongated form thakibo nware so we have to compress it compact it and pack it so hetu ki hoy jabo thread form ahi jabo chromatin form ahi gol thread like form ahi gol hoy gol after chromatin form ahile it will further condense hoy pine form koribo chromatin fiber okay so nucleosome or format ahile nucleosome or pra chromatin format ahile chromatin or pra chromatin fiber format ahile jite chromatin fiber format ahile tar pisot next step ot hetu chromosome format humabo and condensation is done by non-histone proteins. Etu important hoy chromatin fiber to chromosome format convert koribole ki koribole ibo we have to condensation is done by non-histone proteins. Clear? To chromatin fiber to chromosome format anibo karne ami hetu ki koribo laibo in the metaphase stage ami hetu clearly sabo paru in form of condensed form. So yate jite chromatin fiber to chromosome format aniba we need non-histone proteins. Clear? Ami histone proteins amak na lage. Amak histone proteins nucleosome format anibo hai lage. Non-histone proteins are required when chromatin fiber is condensed to form chromosome. And in metaphase stage at sale we will find the total that DNA is pura compact format we will see. Okay, so this is the steps taken carried out in eukaryotes. Eukaryotes at first ki hoy first nucleosome form hoy. Nucleosome mane histone proteins bilakor surrounding ot DNA to wrap kore. Thik ase histone octamer surrounding ot DNA to wrap kore, and we see this structure as beads on string structure under the electron microscope. To hey further nucleosome to ki hoy chromatin format ahe. Chromatin format ahe তাৰপিছত আকৌ কনডেন্স হৈ পিনে ক্ৰোমাটিন ফাইবাৰ ফৰ্মত আহিব. ক্ৰোমাটিন ফাইবাৰ ফৰ্মত আহাৰ পিছত কি হয় নন হিষ্টন প্ৰটিনছ বিলাকে এক কৰে. নন হিষ্টন প্ৰটিনছ বিলাকে এক কৰাৰ পিছত উই ফাইন্ড দ্য ক্ৰোমোজোমাল ফৰ্ম. ক্ৰোমোজোমাল ফৰ্মটো যেতিয়া আমি বেষ্ট ষ্টাডি হয় আণ্ডাৰ দ্য মেটাফেজ ষ্টেজ উই ফাইন্ড দ্য DNA ইজ কমপ্লিটলি কম্পেক্ট. Okay, so এইটোৱে আমাৰ মেইন মোটিভ আছিল হাউ উই সি দ্য পেকেজিং অফ DNA টেক্স প্লেচ. DNA টো কেনেকে পেকেজিং হয় বিকজ DNA ইজ ভেৰি elongated, that is 2.2 meter in humans. So ami sabo laibo keneke compact hoi thake, keneke packaging to hol. Thik ase, so this is all about packaging of DNA in eukaryotes. Aru duta word ase, eta hol euchromatin aru eta hol heterochromatin. Yeah, দুটা word আছে euchromatin and heterochromatin. Euchromatin at কি হয় in a nucleus some region of chromatin are loosely packed and stains light. So in a nucleus some regions of chromatin are loosely packed. तो किसुमान की होय loosely packed थके. Okay, chromatin or किसुमान region loosely packed थके. Hey पिलाक stain होय lightly. And they are transcriptionally active. So tate transcription hoy. Jodi monot na thake just simply monot rakhiba u mane ki hoy true. EU mane hol true. Jibilak true chromatin hoy they will be active. Clear? Next আছে heterochromatin. Heterochromatin ইয়াৰ উল্টাটো হ'ব. Heterochromatin will be in a nucleus, some region of chromatin are loosely packed. तो जिबिलाक loosely packed থাকে in a nucleus, some region of chromatin are tightly packed, densely packed and stains dark. So densely packed hole ihote ki koribo dark stain lobo and they are transcriptionally inactive. So swa euchromatinot ki hoy some regions of chromatin are loosely packed mane scattered thakibo, scattered thakile ki hobo stain to lightly lobo, lightly loar loge loge ki hobo they will be transcriptionally active. If you are confused which one will be transcriptionally active and which one will be inactive, just keep in mind U means true, EU means true, true means you can just simply relate they will be active. Okay, heterochromatin in a nucleus, some regions of chromatin are densely packed mane pura compressed pack hoy thakibo, thik ase. So they will be dark stain hobo and they will be transcriptionally inactive. So clear euchromatin and heterochromatin. So next we will study about the experiments related to genetic material. Okay, so genetic material or experimental proof kune disile, who discovered it? Although nucleic acids were discovered and genes were discovered much earlier, but the genetic material, that is what is the genetic material present in organism, was experimented very lately. So we will study the first experiment for the search of the genetic material. So for the search of genetic material, first of all, transforming principle. First experiment to hold about the transforming principle jitu NCERT dia ase, which was done in 1928 by Frederick Griffith. So the first experiment was done by Frederick Griffith. He worked on Streptococcus pneumonia. He worked on Streptococcus pneumonia, okay? And this is the bacteria responsible for causing disease pneumonia. Clear? So transforming principle 1921 by Frederick Rafford. He worked on Streptococcus pneumonia, the bacteria which is responsible for causing pneumonia. He grew the bacteria on culture plate. Culture plate at grow kori pine paise that there are two types, eta hol S type aru eta hol R type. ठीक है से S type bilakot ki thake, they have smooth shiny colonies. Aru R type bilakot ki thake, rough colonies. Clear? So eta hol smooth type aru eta hol rough type. Smooth type ot mucus polysaccharide coats thake. They consist of mucus polysaccharide coats. Clear? But in R type there is no polysaccharide coat. R type ot no coat. Clear? Jodi mice too, if the mice is infected with S strain, it is observed that the mice infected with S strain is virulent and dies of pneumonia. Clear? And dies of pneumonia. So mice infected with S strain is virulent and dies of pneumonia. Whereas R strain this do not develop pneumonia. So this is the basic theory which you need to know, that the experiment was carried out by Frederick Rafford on Streptococcus pneumonia, the bacteria responsible for causing pneumonia. He cultured the bacteria and he found two strains. One is the S strain, another is the R strain. R strain stands for rough colonies, S strain stands for shiny smooth colonies. The S strain consists of mucus polysaccharide coat, and the mice injected with S strain is virulent and dies of pneumonia, whereas the R strain do not die because they do not get the disease pneumonia. Okay, clear? So he carried out few experiments. He took the S strain and injected into the mice. So the mice will die. He took the R strain and injected into the mice. The mice will be alive, obviously, because it is a non-viral strain. Then he killed the S strain. Heat kill is the method in which the bacteria is heated. He heat killed the S strain bacteria and the mice was alive. So it was something different. Again, he took S strain, he took the mice, injected the S strain in heat kill form and R strain in life form. Clear? So he found that the mice was dead. So these are the four experiments, like these are the four criteria he took. First he took astrain and injected into the mice. Obviously the mice will die. Secondly, he took the R strain and injected into the mice and he found that mice was alive. Both are the obvious cases. Thirdly, he took the S strain and heat killed it. Heat kill is a technique by which we try to kill the bacteria. Okay. He heat killed the bacteria and he injected it into the mice. He found that the mice was alive. Again, he took the S strain in the heat kill form and the R strain in the live form, and there was something abnormal. He saw that the mice died. Okay, so this led to the conclusion that from this he concluded that R strain bacteria had somehow been transformed by heat kill as bacteria. Which has enabled R strain bacteria to develop and synthesize smooth polysaccharide coat and become virulent. So this was the conclusion given, that the R strain bacteria had somehow been transformed by the heat kill S strain and this has enabled the R strain bacteria to develop and synthesize smooth polysaccharide coat and become virulent. As a result, the mice will die. So conclusion is clear. So there is something which has transformed the R strain bacteria from non-virulent to virulent. Okay, and this must be due to transfer of genetic material. This was the conclusion of the experiment carried out by the Griffith. So this must be due to transfer of the genetic material. But the biochemical nature of the genetic material was not known. Although there was a conclusion that this must be due to transfer of genetic material, but the biochemical nature of that genetic material was not known. So it could be anything, DNA, RNA or protein. So there are 3 more scientists who are connected with the establishment of the fact that the genetic material was DNA. So from these experiment it was concluded that there must be something, this must be due to transfer of genetic material, but what was the genetic material wasn't known. So the biochemical nature of the genetic material was not known. So next part is that we will study about the scientist who validated this experiment, okay, who verified this experiment. So there were 3 scientists, Oswald Avery, MacLeod, MacLean, MC Curti. So these are the 3 scientists, Oswald Avery, Colin MacLeod and MacLean MC Curti. These are the 3 scientists who verified the Griffith's experiment, who verified the conclusion that what is the genetic material. Just it was simply proof there is a genetic material, but what is the genetic material? And these are the 3 scientists, Avery, MacLeod and MC Curti, who verified the experiment in the year 1933 to 1944. It was a long time. So what they did? And before the work of Avery, MacLeod and MC Curti, it was thought that protein is the genetic material, okay. Earlier it was thought protein is the genetic material. They took RNA, protein and DNA from the heat kill S cells, okay. They took RNA, protein and DNA, 3 of them from the heat kill S cells to see which one will transform the R cells into S cells. So protein, they applied the enzyme protease so that the protein is removed, but after applying the enzyme protease the effect was seen. Effect was seen means the bacteria was dead, ठीक है सर. तो effect was seen माने protein एको difference create करा नहीं. Clear? तार पिছত RNA to remove करिसे. RNA is removed with the RNA is digested with the help of enzyme RNase. RNase to digest करार पिছতো it was found that effect was seen. That is RNA did not help in the change of the S cells into R cells. Okay. Next I say DNase use kori. DNase digest the DNA. Jitya DNA to digest hoy goise, it was found that the effect was not seen. माने R strain bacteria बिलाक की हो जाए transform होए ना जाए. So R strain bacteria बिलाक की हो रही है. Originally की हो ऐसे alive हो ऐसे तो जिते DNA to remove करे ले तितो alive हो थकी ले. ठीक है सर. तो यार पर इतो conclude करे बापरी जे DNA is the genetic material which was responsible for transforming the heat killed S strain into R strain. Okay. So as a result jete ami S strain to in heat kill format diu and plus R strain to jodi ami লিভিং ফৰ্মত দিও তেতিয়াহলে কি হয় the organism used to the mice used to die clear so ইয়াৰ পৰা কনক্লুড কৰিলে যে DNA was the genetic material but DNA is the genetic material so scientists believe no korile few were always in the point that protein is the genetic material so 2017 NEET question ahisil which of the experiment finally exact line to monot nai which of the experiment finally tells that DNA is the genetic material so we won't say this is the experiment which says the DNA is the genetic material because after this experiment many scientists they were still stuck at the fact that protein is the genetic material all the scientists were not convinced okay it is after this experiment that is Hershey and Chase experiment only it is proved that DNA is the genetic material yate just conclude korise DNA is the genetic material but it was not accepted by all the scientists clear so we can't say that DNA is the genetic material completely from this experiment so 2017 NEET edu confusion karone aisil so the correct answer is Hershey and Chase experiment not Griffiths experiment jor pra ami gom pao that DNA is the genetic material clear so next class we will deal with the next sections next thank you everyone